Shop Talk.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Shop Talk. We're here at U-Save Tire with Mike Swope. Mike?
Hi.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Give me a little history of U-Save Tire.
Well, we've been in business since 1996, so we've been here almost 18 years. We sell used tires, we sell new tires, we do auto repair, automotive maintenance, oil changes, we do alignments as well, flat repairs, everything but heavy line work pretty much.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about the importance of taking care of your tires.
Well, tires are the most important thing on your car, okay? If your tires aren't inflated properly or if they're flat, your brakes aren't going to work where they're supposed to. If they're not inflated properly, your car's not going to handle and corner the way it's supposed to. So tires are the most important thing on your vehicle. Unfortunately, some people think, well, it's just a work car, I really don't care about the car, it's not my nice car, that they just can put any old tire on it. And that's not true. Every tire put on every vehicle, regardless of how much it's used, needs to be safe.
So I see the nitrogen tanks out here. What are those for?
Well, we have two large nitrogen tanks that we store nitrogen because we do sell a lot of nitrogen. We sell nitrogen at a discount when we do a service on your vehicle, such as alignment, tire, even a tire repair, tire rotation. You get almost a 40% discount on nitrogen because nitrogen does several things for you. First thing it does is it gives you better fuel economy, especially on trucks. We've had several customers with avalanches, who have told me specifically that they went from 17 miles per gallon to 23 miles per gallon with nitrogen, which is a huge jump. And of course, the first one who told me that, I laughed at him. I chuckled and I go, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Yes, I checked it 3 times." And I had another customer tell me the same thing. So trucks do better with nitrogen than cars do, because cars already get pretty good fuel economy in most cases, but they still do see a little bit of an increase. The second thing that nitrogen does for you is your tires run cooler. And what that means is they last longer. They don't dry rot as quickly or weather as quickly. And the third thing they do is, because they run cooler, your tread lasts longer. You can get 40 to 50% more mileage out of your tires with proper rotation and balance practices and nitrogen than you do if you just didn't use nitrogen at all.
Does that help too, like with the fluctuation as far as temperature?
That's actually how you get the better fuel economy. Much of it is because when, especially winter's coming up, we'll see temperature changes 40 or 50 degrees overnight. That means your tire will lose 4 to 6 psi overnight with regular compressed air. With nitrogen, it's about half that much. So that's how you get a lot of your better fuel economy. A lot of new cars have the tire pressure sensors, and they're very sensitive to that kind of pressure drop. 4 psi drop is, some cases, about 10 or 15% on their tires. And so that's just enough to trigger the light. Maybe by 10 or 11 o'clock when it starts to warm up, the light will go out on its own because they've been driving, which warms the tire up, and because the ambient temperatures are higher too. So nitrogen helps reduce that annoyance on that also.
I notice all your technicians are certified. Tell me about the importance of that.
Well, all of our technicians are certified through the Tire Industry Association. The owner of the shop, Stan, and I are both advanced tire instructors, which means we are certified to teach the instructors who teach the technicians. But we do teach our own technicians. We actually put our technicians through a rigorous series of testings, not just by TIA, but some that we've developed on our own that adds additional information that TIA doesn't offer. It covers everything from mounting, balancing, reading the tire sidewalls, flat repairs, tire pressure sensors, tire fitment. Somebody comes in with a 16-inch tire, they want to buy 18-inch wheels. Of course, an 18-inch tire is not going to fit, or a 16-inch tire is not going to fit on an 18-inch wheel. Mm-hmm. So therefore, we have to do the proper calculations to make sure you get the right fit tire on that wheel for their vehicle so that their vehicle is still safe.
You also offer used tires. Tell me about that.
We sell a lot of used tires. We're probably the largest in the state of Kansas. We have approximately, on average, about 6,000 used tires at almost any given time. I can't say in all sizes because some sizes are just hard to get used today. Not like they used to be a few years ago because people are driving their tires longer. They're driving them until replacing them only when they have to. But we still sell used tires when available. All of our tires are, of course, inspected by our Tire Industry Associated certified technicians. They're also inspected when they come off the truck. They're inspected when they're put on the shelves. They're inspected when they're mounted on the wheel. We also pressure test every tire when we're down before they go on the vehicle, every tire. Because we don't want someone coming back with a leak in their tire, whether it's a used or new tire because of a bead leak, bad valve stem, valve core, because that's a real inconvenience.
You know, you mentioned you've been in the tire business for 18 years. Have you seen many changes, or is it pretty much the same as it's always been?
Well, I've only been in the business about since 2004. Have I seen changes? I've seen huge changes. We've seen several tire stores go out of business. We've seen new ones spring up. Changes, tires have gotten from smaller sizes, 13s and 14s, being dominant or prominent, to you can hardly get a 13 or 14 inch tire now, or a car with 13s or 14s on it. Or if you do, those 13 and 14 inch tires are much more expensive because volume and demand.
Right.
There's a lot less demand for them, so the price has gone up. While the price on 15 inch tires have really actually gone down over the last few years. And then of course you see the Chinese tariffs that have gone on to tires in the last couple of years. We're getting ready apparently to have a new one come on, which is just naturally going to raise the price of tires overall as companies take advantage of that.
So tell me why someone should choose USAVE tires.
Well, there's lots of reasons. First of all, we're convenient. Not just in our location, but because we're fast. If you notice all of our technicians, you see in the background there, we wear pit crew shirts. That's on purpose. We work together as a team. For example, we have Derek over there mounting a tire. If I had another free technician this morning, he would be checking the pressures on this vehicle, jacking it up. If the spare's on the vehicle, he'd be taking it off, putting it in the trunk. So when he's done with that tire, in 15 minutes, that car's ready to go, the customer's ready to ring out, and they're out the door.
And tell people where they can find USAVE.
Well, we're at K15 and East 47th Street South, here in southeast Wichita, Kansas. Very easy to get to. Come up K15 if you're coming from south of Wichita, or you can get on K15 in Wichita and come straight down. You can also do the canal route, 135, exit at the K15 exit, 2 stoplights south. Very easy to get to.
All right. Well, Mike, thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thanks for stopping in.
All right. And thank you for joining us on this edition of Shop Talk.